getting pregnant, it wasn't intentional, just happened like where I was working, then things like that. I ended up getting pregnant, and being a Christian and coming from a religious family, I couldn't do aborting because I already know it's a sin. Then I had to take in and keep my pregnancy. The difficulties which I found, like I was disappointed to my mom and I myself. Then to the community, I was any more welcome. Like everyone would see me like no longer fitting like in my fellow neighbors. Like I got isolated. I could isolate myself from my fellows. Then with mom, she's a single mother. I had to assist her with the work. It was really hectic. Yeah, it was hectic to me. But I had to go and withstand everything. I remember we were in lockdown, all the jobs were closed. I had to help my mom like get a job, work, in order to get money to look after my pregnancy and the baby. And also the boy who was in charge didn't show up, he just ran away. So it was really hard for me to withstand it. But things are moving on like that. The way I've tried to manage it, like getting here where I work, every month I get 40,000. Then I buy a few things for my kid. Right now the child has started school, plus my work and plus my supportive mom who keeps me like who gives me encouragement, like should work now, I'm a mother. That's how I've got things.
My name is Katsime Sarah. I was very hurt. I struggled hard every day to get her school fees. I felt like all my struggles went to waste. She started constantly falling sick all of a sudden and vomiting. So I took her to hospital only to find out that she was pregnant. I beat her until she told me who was responsible for the pregnancy. I went to police and we found out that the boy's family was incapable of taking care of her. The boy was a fellow P7 pupil. So I decided to just take care of my daughter until delivery time. After delivery, I made sure she was very busy until she was ready to go back to school.
In Kijura Town Council, poverty casts a long shadow on the people, and it's these poor living conditions that contribute to an environment where teenage pregnancy becomes prevalent.
Ninyowe Sebagudde Sunday Elvis, Vice Chairperson Kijura Central Division, Masindi Municipality.
Poverty is the major cause of that. Most of the students, they come from poor families. Now when they come to school, they find their fellow students, like you may have your friends, they have those other luxurious things, smartphone, computers. Now for you come from a poor background, you can't afford. So this friend of yours tells you that, oh, I got what? I got my money there. I got a boyfriend. He's a border guy. But the major cause was that your parents can't afford to provide you that. So the major cause is poverty, ignorance also. The other students who are not aware that when you go, you do those things, you can get the pregnancy.
The impact of teenage pregnancy in Kijura goes beyond the involved individuals. It affects families, communities, and the young mother's future.
As a teenage mother, I face a lot of challenges. I stay with my grandmother and she is weak and sickly to even dig. We struggle to get her to eat daily. Everyone left us, we stay home alone. The child's father does not even give me any help. I survive by doing small chores for families like digging and washing clothes, but it is hard because sometimes people refuse to pay for my services and some of them delay. I advise fellow teenage girls to focus on their books. Chapati and border men should not lie to you. I advise all parents to be careful with their daughters, and for those that can afford taking them to boarding school, they should. Also, the school administration and matron should guide the female students strictly. The local chairperson says that he does not handle capital cases like rape, defilement, and murder, but rather refers them to the police because they are not supposed to handle such cases as suggested by the law.
Let's join hands in supporting the fight against poverty and teenage pregnancy, giving these young girls the chance to break free and realize their full potential.